Sahana vavatu Sahanau bhunaktu Sahaviryam karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the Lord protect us. May He nourish us. May we acquire the capacity to study and understand the scriptures. May our study be brilliant and may we not cavil but eager. Om, peace, peace, peace unto the Lord. Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you. We welcome all of you to the online satsang of the Sri Sathya Sai Baba Center of Arcadia. Now we are resuming our study circle on the Sutra Vahini, which is the commentary on the Brahma Sutras, Brahma Sutra Bhashya by God Himself, our Guru and God, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba.
Next section is the Four Stages of Cognition. Everyone has the right to knowledge of Brahman, and everyone passes through four stages in the search for this knowledge every day of their life. They are, according to the Veda, the waking stage, the dream stage, the deep sleep stage, and the liberated stage, Turiya. These are demarcated as states or even steps. In the first stage, one is awake to the objective world and is oriented outward. Objects in the universe are seen by the eye, sounds are heard, the senses are able to smell and taste and touch. Life is lived to the fullest in contact with society. The 19 means of contact are the 5 sense organs of perception, the 5 organs of action, the 5 vital layers prana, and the 4 internal instruments antakarana. 1. The mind, manas. 2. The faculty of discrimination, buddhi. 3. The storehouse of memory of consciousness, chitta. And 4. The ego sense, ahankara. During the waking stage, these 19 means of contact and impact provide man with the experience of grief and joy, gain and loss, success and failure in their gross forms. Since one identifies with the gross body complex at this stage, the experiences are also gross. The region of dream is different. There, the self is infaced, antarmukha. Reactions, responses, and experiences are all self-contained. They do not belong to the area outside of oneself. There may be 10 others sleeping in the same room, but each has his own dream. One's dream experience has no relation to that of anyone else. Each is disturbed or delighted only by his own dream. The dreamer is unaffected by outer circumstances. In fact, the external world is beyond one's consciousness. During the dream stage, one creates a world out of one's mind and dwells in the experience it provides. Though the objects perceived are imaginary, the feelings and emotions, like joy and grief, love and fear, are as real as in the waking stage. The 19 instruments of contact and impact are present even during the dream. They do not act materially or physically. They operate only through the mind. But the mind has a luminosity that produces the pictures. This is why it is designated as light field, Tejas, from spiritual splendor, Tejas. The light enables one to formulate and design any form, sound, taste, etc. that one decides upon. The dream state is the second step or stage in the acquisition by the self of its own awareness. Next, deep sleep, Sushupti. This stage is free from even dreams. One is lost in undisturbed sleep. The person will not be conscious of his limbs or of sounds, smells, forms, tastes, and the sensations of touch. All activity is subsumed by the mind and is latent in it. All experience is absorbed into the higher levels of consciousness, prajna, prajnana. There is no feeling of either separation or identity, the particular or the universal, the part or the whole. There is no experiencer or experience. There is only the Atma in which one has temporarily merged. Then the fourth step, Turiya. Here the individual, Vyakti, is no more. It has attained the basic truth of life and creation, the all-pervading, all-inclusive Atma, the peace and power of the one and only Atmic empire. Those who have reached this step no longer have concern with the individual self. One cannot assert either that these people possess knowledge or they don't have it, for they are ever immersed in the highest bliss. Should we stop here?
Yeah.
So here the four stages of recognition Swami is referring to is the four steps or stages everybody goes through. Like when we are awake, we are in the growth stage. Then when we sleep, we have dreams. We are in the dream state, which is called Tejasya, where everything seems full of light and shining. Its another name is shining. Then the third step is the deep sleep, where we sort of lose consciousness, but actually we are with the Atma. So we are forgetful of the outside world. And then there is a stage after that Swami stage where everybody is trying to arrive at, because that is the Atmic stage. But in all four stages, the Swami is present as the Brahman principle or the Atma principle. Only that we are not recognizing that. These four steps are also represented by the Shabda Brahman, the word, the sound Om. The word Om has actually four stages: A, U, and then silence at the end. So the A is corresponding to the growth stage, and then the U corresponds to the dream, the Ma is the last deep sleep, and then the silent stage is the Turiya, the final step. So these four stages are the ones that Swami is referring to, where every person goes through. And in life also we go through these stages. There is correspondence to this. So turn it over to you, Dr. Sayo.
So the thing is, Swami is talking about, we all experience 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas, pancha pranas, and 4 antakarana, mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. These are all the things through which we get all perceptions, experiences in life. Whatever experiences we have, only we get them through the 5 organs of jnanendriyas, which is organs of perception, karmendriyas, organs of action, and 5 pancha pranas, vital airs, and this chitta, buddhi, ahankara. But the famous Adi Shankara's composition, all these things are naham, buddhi, naham, karam, shivoham. He says, I am nothing this, I am not the buddhi, I am not the chitta, I am not the ahankara, I am not this, I am not this body. So, shivoham. That is the ultimate. So, there is soham, that is the ultimate thing they identify. But we all go through this. This is beautifully analyzed in the thing Mandukya Upanishad, which is the only very shortest Upanishad, only 12 shlokas. And there is a Mandukya Karika, which is written by the, Shankaracharya's guru is called Govindapada. His guru is called Gaudapada. He wrote this importance of this stages all of us go through. Wakeful, then you go to dream, and then deep sleep, and then you go to the ultimate, which is beyond. So we all like that even after that. Sometimes it may be, for me it happens. Sometimes I sleep only 2 hours. Oh my God, I slept so long, refreshing, because that means during that time you do the deep sleep stage. And now they're doing so many sleep labs in the science, medical science. Go to sleep lab and they do this REM sleep, slow wave. That our sages and seers had done thousands of years ago the analysis of sleep. My father always used to read. I was wondering why he always Sushupti Rahasya, the secret of sleep. He used to read that in the last couple of years. I think I have to go back and read. Just going deep into what is this sleep, because they found that gives a clue how to attain this Atmic awareness, this thing. Because all up in the wakeful stage, we know you interact everything, you know. But the dreams, things comes different. You are sleeping in this, as you said, in the same room, same, sometimes say bad. Your dream is different, that person is different. And as Swami says, the room may be pitch dark, very dark, but you have a clearly, you will be seeing, you're going there. Where is the light coming from? There is no light in the room. So that light, Tejas, that is the inside light the Lord is putting. That is through which you are able to see the whole scenery. You went to Europe or you went to India, you did this, that because of that light, that whole creation, the whole thing is created out of you and it has dissolved into you. That is the dream. And then you get started. But only time, as I said, each one has different dreams. Only 2 instances I know where God wills you can have the same dream. One is Narendranath, the great Shaivite saint. He was untouchable. He was going to Chidambaram to see Nataraja, and they don't allow those days, very Brahmins, very strict. They won't allow they call the Harijans, the untouchable, they can't. But the Lord Shiva goes into the dreams of all those priests of the temple. Same night, everybody is temple. This guy is coming, please allow him. Still they put him to go through fire and all that. Simultaneously, then they think is the Lord Shiva. And I don't know how many of you know Shidi Sacharita. If you read, before the Samadhi Mandir, they will be sleeping same place. Bhuti, there is one other one who is the one who constructed the Samadhi Mandir. And there is another one, Shyama, who was the attendant of Shidi Baba. In both of their dreams, Swami goes, says, go and build this Samadhi Mandir. So then this Shyama gets up. He was crying, what happened? Oh, Baba told me. And then the same thing he told Bhuti. Simultaneously, both people have the dream to show that Supreme Brahman consciousness can make you also have dream, because he knows he can come in the dream and do that. Actually, I can remember one time my second daughter Harini, she was sick with after coming from India with illness, and then they thought it could be typhoid. By Swami's grace, it was not. Swami changed it in the last minute by his miracle. It was a big story. Then when we went back, we thanked Swami. She thanked Swami. You saved me. That is, otherwise in USA, if you go to school and get typhoid, you won't be able to go to class for almost few weeks or months. So then Swami said, in Telugu, he said, I came in your swapna, I came in your dream, and do you remember? Oh, that means he wills the dream also. That means what you dreamt in Los Angeles, Swami willed it, and he knows also what that is. So that is why even that stage, that means he is the Brahman, Atmic stage, which can will your wakeful state, dream, sleep. And finally, we all need to remember we need to go to the Turiya state. So that is the important lesson. Okay, Sai Ram, we will continue